So the police officer just stopped by this campsite here. I kind of heard him talking about that there's a fire somewhere. Oh, we'll see if he knock on my van. He's been talking to the other people there. So the police officer told them to, he didn't come here, he left. He told them to be careful because they do have like motorcycle that can go in the backcountry. So, and one guy had a pickup. So he talked to them, is like, be careful around Burns Lake. There's some wildfire. So maybe they warned them because they are, you know, probably using just backcountry road, mostly of those people. I know, I wish if that was the case, they would come see me and tell me a little warning. I knew there's got a fire in that direction, and it's south, and I know I'm not gonna go in backcountry in that area anyway, so.
Thousands of British Columbians waiting under evacuation alerts. There are nearly 500 wildfires burning in the province now, with clusters in the northeast, the central interior, and the south. Most of the land burned so far has been in the Prince George Fire Centre, already on the ground fighting BC's worst wildfire season on record.
We'll stop at this beautiful glacier. So my other site, the other site that I was this morning, I was not able to put starting. I was able to put starting, but the starting had bad reception because I was between some trees and I had just a minimum. So I guess we're going to work beside this beautiful glacier this morning. I'm gonna go online, see the weather and the smoke fire situation too as well. Yeah, I think that's gonna be a beautiful place to work. Alright, starting now. So this video is gonna be a little bit more like a update-ish, because I feel like I have so much little things to talk, and I'm like, okay, what I'm gonna start with. So British Columbia is covered in wildfire smoke. We had a lot of like lightning, and it was beautiful when we had it that night. We were like, oh, it's beautiful, but this caused a lot of new fire. So in one weekend, last weekend, end up with 98 new wildfire, and all in the area, so south of where I am, kind of. And up north, they also have new fire, new smoke. And I'm going to show you on the map here, but to go up north, there's two roads to go to the Yukon. So I'm currently on the west coast of that road, following the ocean and all this, which is why it doesn't have that much smoke here. But as you go to the Yukon, it's got a fire that currently, as I'm talking to you, I have a feeling that maybe in a day or two they're gonna close the road to the Yukon in my direction, or it's really under watch right now. They tell people look every hours because they can close at any time. So it's not good in that area. And I was supposed to do the loop and go back on the east coast, on the east part, not the east coast, but on the east part of British Columbia to come down from that area. And it's covered in smoke. There's there's bigger and bigger wildfire in that direction. That's why I start on this part of the road, because I knew about those fires. They've been burning since I think May. This is one of the biggest wildfire that they had in that direction. So all that being said, this removed a lot of like beautiful place that I wanted to visit because of the smoke. because of the wildfire. And currently I'm suspecting too as well that they're gonna want to close the backcountry. This is maybe the reason why this morning the guy at the campsite, the police went to talk to those people. I'm not quite sure if something about that or something different. You know, when you go in the backcountry, we have no cell service. This is supposed to give you an alarm when there's a fire, when you enter a zone, an alert zone, what they call it, which is an evacuation zone. But if you're in the backcountry, you don't have that, you know, unless you put starting, you get it, but you know what I mean? It can be bad. Obviously, they don't have time to go rescue everybody who go play in the backcountry just for fun. So for all those aspects, I'm super careful about going in the backcountry, especially in those areas that had wildfire and all this. So that comes down to what I'm doing this summer. Where did I go? My plan of going north, been thinking about it for a little bit. I think I'm going to cancel that plan, if you want, of going further north than where I am right now. Just because I don't want to go up north and do all those driving to go see some smoke or some wildfire. It's not gonna be fun, it's not gonna be pleasure, it's not gonna be fun if I cannot go in the backcountry and explore. So for that reason, I'm currently thinking about going south. To go south, I need to pass a couple wildfire around Burns Lake, the one that I heard that the policeman was talking about. I need to pass that direction. I don't have any choice. There's one road to go down. So yeah, currently I have no idea where I'm going, but I'm not going further north because I'm just gonna hit some smoke. But if I go south too, I'm gonna hit some smoke. So I'm a little bit trapped right now. And currently I've been really wanted to start some mini renovation inside the van. I love doing renovation in the summer. I know it sounds strange, but I always love that, working in the van in the summer. Kitty can go outside, it's sunny, I can work outside, inside, kind of in between, as long as it's not too hot, you know, obviously. But yeah, so currently we do have like the perfect time, you know. I have a sweater today. I'm like, oh, that'd be great. The problem, there's a lot of problem here, is there's no good hardware store. I'm looking, I'm like, okay, how you guys build something here? This is insane. They don't have any good hardware store. So what I'm thinking I'm gonna do is in the next couple days, slowly, I'm gonna go south, go to Smithers, which is a small town, but a little bit bigger than what it is right now. And they do have a hardware store. From there, I'm gonna look at what they have, if I can start some couple little project there, and we'll go from there. We'll go from how bad the smoke it is further down from that place, and yeah, you know what I'm gonna do for the rest of this summer road trip. So this is the smoke map. It's pretty crazy. So this is based on hours of footage. So I'm currently around this area, if you can see, and to get out of here I need to pass between all those little dots of fire. I need to pass there and get down somewhere. If I'm going north where the plan was, there's a huge fire in that direction and a lot of fire. So I know it's not the most exciting video. I just wanted to explain a little bit because I know a lot of you don't know the reality of like all the fires in BC, all difficult to manage all this. And I know people was like, oh, just go there, or just stay there and just do, or just go on Vancouver Island, take the ferry. I got this comment, I cannot take the ferry because all the oversized van, which I am because of my high top, they need to be so much in advance into the reservation. Once in a while they can grab people last minute, but I don't want to sit there and just wait. that maybe I can make on a ferry, and where I'm gonna go anyway, Vancouver Island. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's a lot of like question mark on where we're gonna go and manage the fire and the smoke. Especially, I just don't want to be around too much smoke. So I'm gonna try to do that and slowly make my way and look at the weather map and the smoke map and all those wildfire map and try to figure out where it's gonna be a spot where we can get fun, adventure, work on the van, and not too much heat and not too much smoke. Be a work on the van. That's a lot to ask. Alright guys, I hope you enjoy. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. I would deeply appreciate all of you guys. And I'm gonna let you with Miss Kitty. You didn't do anything, but I decided you're gonna have some treats today. Alright guys, we will see you in the next one. From this beautiful view of our house. Yeah, them all already?